close kind of match. Is that just all right? You're weak in summer league, and that's what happens, or?
There's probably some truth to that. I don't think our group accepts that. They certainly were committed to talking about after the game, and at halftime, they diagnosed all the right stuff: the turnovers, the offensive boards given up, some of the breakdowns are early defense. It's just being able to identify it's one thing, to be able to fix it's another thing, and we weren't able to fix enough of those things tonight.
What do you want to see in the lab there? What do you want to see?
I saw a lot out of him tonight. I highlighted him to the group at the end of the game and saw a lot of guys nodding at me. You know, he comes off the bench tonight after starting the other day, loudest guy on the court by far, more crashing positives than probably any other player. So I think Anthony did a great job tonight, and his role in the NBA is going to be finding ways to knock in open shots, create extra possessions, and be an unbelievable communicator and team defender. I thought he did a good job of that tonight. Yeah, we've had remarkable amount of work being put in this summer by guys in and around Houston, and he's been one of those guys. Kyrie Thomas has been there a lot, Armani Brooks, Jayshawn Tate, KJ Martin, Kevin Porter Jr. Those guys have all been working a lot with each other in a lot period, and Lamb's body has changed. He's gotten stronger. He's gotten faster. I think he's probably the best shape he's ever been in. So I think he's positioned to be able to challenge for keeping a spot in the NBA, and that's what he's aiming for.
Jackson Gatlin.
Hey there, Coach. What did you like out of Usman Garuba tonight, and what are you looking to get out of him, or I guess what improvements are you looking for over these next 1 to 2 games?
I mean, it's just such a hard environment to just get dropped in, and that would be for somebody who's just sitting home at their couch. That's not what Usman's life has been like. And so I think we all have a appreciation for the fact that he's even here and wanting to play. On the court, you know, there's some things that are happening a step slow for him, but you still see the length, the unselfishness, the physicality. It's hard for him to know exactly what his teammates are doing because he's got introduced to him about whatever it is, 96 hours ago. But I think the stuff that excited me the most tonight were the plays that he was able to make off the rebound, being able to be a dynamic bust-out guy, kicking it ahead to others. Some of the plays he made in some of the scramble situations where you just feel his size and sort of when there's an interaction, when there's somebody bumping into each other, usually they go this direction, and it's Usman is still standing there like nobody moved him. So,
Zach Allen.
Hey, Coach. Hey, how do you like the summary of the Rockets? I mean, the summary of this young core in Las Vegas.
Sorry, did you say sum it up?
Oh yeah. How do you like the summary of this young Rockets core so far, Coach?
Yeah, you know, I think of them all as individuals, and I'm obviously obsessed trying to help them all play good and look good and speed up their learning curve as much as I can. But then you step back and you hear from your colleagues and friends around Vegas, man, I like those guys. I like what you guys are doing. So full credit to Eli and Rafael and, you know, Jimmy Paulus, and, you know, our staff does an incredible job uncovering a lot of these guys, and to get them all in one draft added into the youth that we brought in during the season last year as we were dealing with injuries. It's a nice feeling to have. And I think maybe like more than anything else, you just feel, you know, Jalen Green is out there like a coach, supporting them, cheering for them, hyping up Lamb. There's no level of sideways with any of them. And that's from guys that play together in high school and guys that just met each other 10 days ago. So that's probably the most encouraging thing to me.
Simone Ali.
Hey, Coach. You said before that you're a team that likes to play fast. How difficult is it then to incorporate someone like Sengun, who's so unique as a post threat? Or do you believe he's versatile enough to run the floor with this group?
No, I certainly do. Big respect for how he's taking care of his body. For him to be able to come in here and average 26, 28 minutes a night playing at the pace we're playing at, that is an incredible achievement for a 19-year-old that's used to going down on the block and stomping his foot and having people throw to him. We find our spots to sort of play through him, and he does a great job, I think, of being patient and figuring out how to fit into a different style of play than he had in Beşiktaş. But we figure out how to play with him, not the other way around. And if anything, I think there's our group would tell you we weren't as fast as we wanted to be these last 2 games. So I would look for us to try to take that up a notch headed into our 5th game.
Jackson Gatlin.
To follow up on that question about Sengun, coach, I mean, has there been a point where, with kind of the lack of creators, it feels like at times on the floor to maybe be wanting to create through him and run the offense through him a bit more than you normally would? Or
I think the gift and the curse of Summer League is that it's not your roster. And so it's tempting to try to bend things towards chasing winning here. And that's not our charge. And so we're trying to overlay our long-term goals on top of the context of our team that we have right now. And I'd say generally we're really happy with how Alperen has found the balance between playmaking and being our, only 5 men out there setting screens, rolling to the basket, getting on the offensive boards. Those are things that we think are important to his development. And could we go down there and throw it to him every time and probably score some points? Yeah, that's probably true. But our sights are set higher than just scraping out some points in the middle of August of 2021.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.